It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
Did you also kinda forgot that Pokemon was a video game before it became an anime? And it's not like the video game was not huge. Everyone has played at least one. Anyway, anime based on video games is not something new. They have literally been making them for decades. Whether it's the tie-in OVAs from Final Fantasy or the full-fledged series for Persona, it isn't something unusual to see. And sometimes, the anime adaptation even surpasses the original in popularity, which is exactly what happened with Steins Gate. And Pokemon. At first, everyone was like, this is a good game. But then the anime adaptation came out, and everyone was like,
this is brilliant, but I like this.
The anime is a great way to absorb the characters and the story in a nice, tidy and compact way. But if watching the anime left you wanting something more, then you should try it out to explore the multitude of alternative endings this universe has to offer through your own choices. And from what I hear, the sequel, Steins Gate Zero, is reportedly even better than the anime. However, not all video game anime adaptations are comparable. Castlevania is a game franchise that lasted long enough for it to actually evolve through genres. And before it eventually adapted the modern cinematic type of game making, it was just a bunch of pixels and cheesy dialogue, like this.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
Or this.
For the love of God, Simon, what the fuck is your deal?
So I think you could say that the games in the anime are a bit further apart than Steins Gate, and that's exactly why I was hyped to see that it was getting an anime adaptation. Not because I wanted to experience the same exact story, but because I wanted to experience a story. You know, whatsoever. The anime adaptation just took the scraps of narrative that were in the games and just ran with it. It takes the vague legend of Dracula the Vampire and turns it into a complex series with a lot of thought and a lot of epicness. Even if you haven't played the games, it's really worth a watch. But those franchises are old news. Let me hit you with a recent one.
Det är det enda ni gör på dagarna. Ni sitter där ventrilo och spelar Dota.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I gotta be honest, when I first sat down to watch it, I didn't have the best of predispositions. Naming the season books didn't really help either. I went in with expectation to watch the flavor text of a game that doesn't even emphasize its own story, getting an anime adaptation. Which is really ironic, because turns out the story is by far the strongest aspect of the series.
Can't make this shit up.
Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad anime, but I don't think there's a high chance that it's gonna be one of your favorites if you haven't played the game. The characters are a bit bland, the direction is underwhelming, and when a random barkeeper has a better voice acting than the main characters, you know you fucked up.
I order it's 2 crowns. If he orders, he pays nothing.
Well, yeah, he's Davion, the fucking Dragon Knight what killed a fucking dragon.
Also, Studio Mir, animate your fucking characters' faces. This isn't Voltron, they're not mechas. Now I know I said all those nice things about the Castlevania series, but that was a long time ago. There's this new trend in Western anime, in which they make the animation so soulless and static in an attempt to trick the Western audiences into thinking they are watching a live-action series, or at least that's how it seems. It was kinda fine with Castlevania, but you gotta stop using the exact same template over and over and over again. This is animation. Play to your strengths. Give it some fluidity. Animate the fucking faces to have emotions. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Join us next week. We will explore the belly of the beast, the vast darkness of the exact opposite subject. Video games based on anime. Huh?